case you are about to see is a fictional one, but the procedure is legally accurate. The characters are played by actors, but the jury is selected from members of the general public.
Are you Lady Tessina Leonora Edith Montagu-Smith?
I am.
Lady Tessina Leonora Edith Montagu-Smith, you are here charged that on the 25th of December last, between the hours of midnight and 1 a.m., you did steal photographs from Epwell Hall near Fulchester. You are further charged that you did destroy these photographs unlawfully. How do you plead on the first count?
Not guilty.
And how do you plead on the second count?
Not guilty.
This traffic in photographs of the rich and famous was his living, and no opportunity to obtain them was let slip. As far as one can make out, Mr. Hampstead was never without his camera, and he carried on a trade, commerce, call it what you will, with various mainly European newspapers and magazines, though you will appreciate that you must not allow any notion of distaste you might feel for this kind of journalism to colour your judgment. But to return to my story. Looking out of his bedroom window on the eve of Christmas last year, Mr. Hampstead saw one of his fellow guests at Epwell Hall dancing by the lake, and as a hunter might reach for his gun, he reached for his camera. The photographs that he took, he sold to the managing director of a large European syndicate for no less than £20,000. A considerable sum of money you might feel to pay for the photograph, though the reason for that will be made clear in due course. However, those photographs were never to be published, for as we shall hope to show, the accused, Lady Tessina Montagu-Smith, when the other guests were at midnight mass, stole those photographs and burned them. You are Anthony Gavin Herbert Hampstead.
Yeah, I am.
And do you live at number 22 Cressy Road, Clapham Common, London, Southwest 11?
Yeah, most of the time.
And the rest of the time, do you live or stay at Epwell Hall, Epwell, near Fulchester?
Yeah, I do.
Which is it, Mr. Hampstead? Which?
It's a large grey house on the way to Lower Dunter.
And do you live there or stay there?
Yeah, I do.
Which do you?
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I stay there. I mean, I stay there quite a bit.
But you have no tenancy? You pay no rent?
No.
I see. Yes, Mr. Fry.
You are by profession a photographer, are you not?
Yeah.
Epwell Hall, Your Honour, is the residence of Lady Renata Bannerman, who will be giving evidence in due course.
Good.
Now, Mr. Hampstead, were you staying as a guest at Epwell Hall last Christmas?
Yeah.
On what day did you arrive?
On the Wednesday before Christmas.
Which was the 21st of December. Christmas Day last year, you may recall, Your Honour, fell on a Sunday. And now, Mr. Hampstead, when you arrived at Epwell Hall, were there any other guests there?
Yeah, quite a few.
And did more arrive during the next day or two?
Oh, yeah, every day. There was really quite a crowd.
What sort of people were they?
Well, really nice, really good.
Were they the sort of people you hoped to find there?
Yeah.
Your Honour, I confess I neither understand the questions nor the answers to them, nor where this line of questioning is leading.
Well, I'm sorry that my learned friend should have difficulty in understanding me, Your Honour. I shall try to make my questions clearer.
I am grateful.
Mr. Hampstead, did you recognise any of the guests at Epwell Hall as well-known, what you might term public faces?
Oh, yeah.
From what walks of life?
Mainly sort of the high society brigade, you know, like show business personalities, artists, that sort of thing.
What do you mean by the high society brigade?
Nothing. Just like, you know, society faces.
I see. Yes, Mr. Fry.
And the society faces, did you recognise them?
Oh, yeah.
Would you say that you have a good knowledge of well-known, indeed of many lesser-known faces?
Yeah, you could say that, yeah.
You've told us that you are a photographer. Do you photograph a lot of society faces?
Yeah.
Now then, is that one of your main occupations, one of the main strands of your livelihood?
Yeah, I suppose you could say that, yeah.
But I'm not saying that, I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Mr. Hampstead, might I ask a favour of you? I wonder if you'd be kind enough to try to answer yes when answering counsel's questions in the affirmative.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
There's not any evangelical concern on my part for the purity of language. That, I fear, is past redemption. It is simply that if you could use a word with which I'm familiar, it will make my note-taking much simpler.
Yeah, yes, sorry.
Thank you, Mr. Fry.
Mr. Hampstead, had you brought your camera with you on the visit of which we are speaking?
Yeah.
Was this with...
Yes, sorry.
What?
I said yes, sorry.
Yes. Was this with the object of photographing some of the famous people who might be present at Epwell Hall for the Christmas celebrations?
Yeah.
Yes. Now, on the night of December the 23rd, what happened?
Well, there was like a party, big dinner, dancing, the whole bit.
Your Honour, we're now coming to the subject of these, the photographs, and I would like to make a submission, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Rochester.
We're coming to the question of the identity of the person in the photographs. Now, we haven't got the photographs, whether they've been destroyed or hidden away somewhere, and apparently we're not going to see them. For this reason, it seems to me there is no merit in naming names. The prosecution will say it is one person, the defense another, and will bring a witness to corroborate this. The prosecution say that this was somebody who was a person of rank, of distinction. The defense will say it is a person of no rank, rather low rank, with respect. And therefore, it seems there is no merit in causing unnecessary publicity and suffering to a prominent person. And I would accordingly submit that you might refer to the subject of the photographs pseudonymously.
Mr. Fry?
I've no objection, Your Honour, if you agree.
Well, clearly, there's something to be said for naming this person. On the other hand, where we can spare a person's feelings, spare them unwanted public interest and intrusion, we should seek to do so. The names the witnesses allege may be written down and passed to the jury on a piece of paper. And I shall rule that in oral testimony, the people in the photograph should be named X and Y, respectively. There were two figures, I think.
Oh, yes, Your Honour.
Yes. If, as time goes on, it becomes essential, the names will have to be revealed in open court. Until then, the woman in the picture will be referred to as X and the man as Y.
Actually, I don't know who the guy was.
All the more reason to call him Y.
Thank you, Your Honour.
Now, we were talking about this party, Mr. Hampstead, on the eve of Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
In a moment, I shall ask you about some photographs that you took. But first, I want to establish whether you saw the person whom you photographed at this party.
Yeah, I did.
Now, would you write down the name of this person on a piece of paper? Have you got a pencil?
No.
And a pencil for the witness. Now, would you write down the name of this person on that piece of paper?
Well, actually, I don't know her full name.
Well, write down the name that you know her by.
Oh, pencil's broken.
Is there another pencil?
And actually, it was already broken.
It's all right. It's all right. All right.
Here's a biro. You just press the little thing at the end.
Oh, I see.
Is that working all right, Mr. Hampstead?
Yeah, yes, fine, thanks.
Now, Mr. Hampstead, did you see this person at that party?
Yeah.
Are you absolutely certain of that?
Yeah.
You could not be mistaken.
No, I know her face too well.
Did you notice at what time she retired?
It was very early.
Well, what hour?
Well, after dinner, I think she danced with a couple of guys and then she went off about 10:30, 11, I guess.
And did the party continue? How long did the party continue?
Oh, it went on quite a long time, well into the early hours of the next morning.
And what time did you go to bed?
About 2. It was just beginning to ease up.
Very well. Now, I would like you to look at Exhibit 1. Exhibit 1, please. Which is a scale drawing of Epwell Hall, showing the front of the hall and the main drive. This is the front of the hall. Looking down, if my topography is correct, looking down over two banks, here and here. And then, after that, the lawns become meadows, and at the bottom, there is a lake, quite a large lake, a natural one, I believe. Very handsome, isn't it? But was your room at the front of the house, Mr. Hampstead?
Yeah.
Whereabouts? First floor, second floor?
First floor.
And at which window? This one, the fourth from the right?
Yeah.
And from there, could you see right down to the lake?
Yeah, straight down.
Good. Now then, the distance, Your Honour, this has been measured, and it is agreed, is 87 yards, about the same as a full-size football pitch, if my son is a reliable source of information on this. Now, Mr. Hampstead, would you tell the court what you saw when you woke the next morning, or rather the same morning, for it was the same. You've told us that you went to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, well, I woke up really suddenly, and I looked out the window. Something just made me look. I don't know, maybe it was something outside I thought would wake me up. And then when I saw, well, I mean, I don't know how to describe it. I mean, it really was something else.
Do try to describe it, Mr. Hampstead.
Yeah, right. Well, well, like it had snowed during the night, so it was all white, smooth, really beautiful. I mean, it really was too much.
But was there something else that caught your attention, Mr. Hampstead?
Yeah. Well, suddenly I realised, like, there were two people out there in the snow. You know the way the voices travel at that time in the morning when it's just snowed?
You haven't told us what time it was.
Well, to be honest with you, I never wear a watch, so I don't really know what time it was at all. But it was very early.
What would you estimate the time was?
Oh, just after dawn.
And what were these two people that you noticed doing?
Right. Well, they were down near the lake, and there was a lady and a guy, and they were, like, dancing around. It was really nice. So I reached for my camera light automatically and started shooting some film.
And while they were doing this, did the woman at any rate do something else?
Right. Well, she was wearing a dressing gown, and she let it slip and started, like, dancing around on her own.
Was she wearing something underneath the dressing gown?
Just like a pair of Wellington boots, Your Honour.
Did you go on photographing this?
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's automatic.
Do you mean your camera is automatic?
No.
Well, what is automatic?
I am.
And so you photographed this couple dancing naked, except for Wellington boots in the snow?
Yeah.
Did you at any time recognise this couple?
No, not then, no.
Very well. Would you tell the court what you did next?
Well, I processed the film and made some contacts.
Do you mean you rang someone up?
No, not yet, Your Honour.
What contacts did you make?
Oh, Your Honour, I think the witness means those very, very small prints that photographers sometimes make directly from the negative, just to sort of see if they've come out, you know. Is that right, Mr. Hampstead?
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
Not a subject I know very much about, I'm afraid.
Nor I. But did the chemist do this for you on Christmas Eve?
No, Your Honour, no. I've got a darkroom at Apple Hall. I do them myself.
At Apple Hall?
Yeah.
Now, tell the court what you did after making these small prints.
Yeah. Well, they look pretty good, so I blew one up.
Would you explain what you mean by that?
Yeah, I enlarged one, made a big photograph.
And did you recognise the person who was in this photograph?
Yeah, really freaked me out.
Freaked you out?
I think the witness means, Your Honour, that he was amazed by what he saw. Is that right, Mr. Hampstead, that you were amazed?
Right, I mean, by who it was in the photograph.
Freaked him out. Amazed.
Now, Mr. Hampstead, you are a professional photographer. And as such, do you have to have equipment of the first quality?
Yeah.
What kind of camera do you use?
Nikon.
And is that a good camera, commonly used by professional photographers?
Oh, yeah.
And is that because it takes exceptionally clear photographs? Sharp, I think the word is.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons, sure.
And do you have a telescopic telephoto lens that attaches to this camera?
Yeah.
Now, would you tell the court what the effect of this is, in clear and simple language, please?
Yeah. Well, like, it enlarges something that's a long way away, so you get, like, a close-up of a distant object.
Admirably clear, Mr. Hampstead. Thank you.
And did you have this attachment on the camera that morning?
Yeah, I always keep one on the camera that I have on the window in the bedroom.
Do you mean you have a special camera that you keep on the bedroom windowsill?
Only at Apple Hall, Your Honour.
Oh. The aristocracy don't come and dance under your window in Clapham. And so this specially equipped camera sits on your windowsill the whole time, does it?
Yeah, well, you've got to be ready, you know.
I understand.
Now, you have said that you were amazed by the identity of the person who materialized in front of you when you enlarged this photograph.
Yeah.
And this person, whom we are to refer to as X, did you recognize this person?
Yeah.
Was she generally known?
What, you mean to the general public?
Well, would you expect myself or His Honour to recognize her?
Your Honour, how can the witness possibly know who you or my friend might or might not recognize?
Very well, you needn't answer that. I must remember to make my questions clearer. Let me put it in a different way. Was this a face that would be well known in society magazines?
Yeah.
And had this person recently been in the news?
On the continent, yeah.
Had there been a furore concerning her and a member of the German aristocracy?
Yeah.
And was this person a titled person herself?
Yeah.
Was this then, in journalistic terms, something of a scoop for you?
Surely.
Good. Now, would you tell the court what you did when you realised who it was that you'd photographed in this way?
Well, to be honest with you, I thought it was pretty terrible, you know. But, I mean... So anyway, I rang up this guy. He's a businessman who I deal with when I get this sort of thing, and I told him about it.
Do you frequently take this kind of photograph?
No, I mean, like society photographs.
Of a rather spicy variety, am I right?
Well, could say that.
And what did this business associate do as a result of your phone call?
Well, he told me that he'd heard about...
No, please, don't tell me what he said, for heaven's sake. We are governed by certain rules here. Just tell me what he did as a result of your phone call.
What he did?
Yes.
Well, he said he was on his way, like he was really keen.
He came from London to Epwell Hall?
Right.
On Christmas Eve?
Yeah, right, but like I say, when I tell him who the photographs were off, you know, I mean...
Is this person being called by you, Mr. Fry?
Yes, Your Honour. Now, later in the day, but before this business associate of yours arrived, did you return to your darkroom?
Yeah.
Now, what did you find when you got there?
Lady T.
The accused?
Yeah.
Were you expecting to find her there? Had you invited her?
Oh, no way. I mean, on account, you should never just go into a darkroom. And she just walked in there.
What was she doing?
She was looking at the prints, the contact sheets that I'd made.
Did she say anything to you?
Yeah, she offered me £500.
And what did you reply?
I just laughed. I said, no way, not for 5,000.
How did she react to that?
Oh, she freaked out.
You mean that she was amazed?
No, she got really wild.
But surely, when you used that expression before, am I not right?
Oh, you are, Your Honour, but it is a flexible vocabulary, you know. And I think in this case, the witness means that the accused was very angry. Am I right?
Yeah, that's about right, yeah.
Did she tell you why she wanted the photographs?
Yeah, well, she said that Lady Lands... sorry, yeah. Yeah, she said she was a friend of X, and said she wanted to protect her, and, well, I was really sympathetic, you know.
Of course. And before she left the room, did she say anything to you?
She said, I'll get them, don't you worry, and then she left.
Very well. Now, the next part of my story, Your Honour, is not disputed, and so, if my learned friend has no objection, I shall lead the witness.
I think I know the part of the testimony to which my learned friend refers, and if I'm correct, I have no objection to him leading.
I'm grateful to my friend. Now, later that afternoon, your business associate, Mr. Peter Hauptman, Managing Director of European News Services, arrived at Epwell Hall, and after he'd examined the photographs and some other prints that you'd made, he agreed to pay you £20,000 for them, did he not?
Yeah.
And he gave you £1,000 in cash, and a cheque for £19,000 which you cashed, and which is item 2 in the agreed bundle of documents, which is exhibit 2, Your Honour. Now, that means that at the time of the theft of these photographs, they were his property, were they not?
Yeah.
Now, what did Mr. Hauptman do when you gave him these photographs?
He put them in his briefcase and took them to his room.
Did you give him everything to do with this? I mean, the prints, the negatives, the films, everything? Yeah. And do you know what he did with them when he took them to his room?
Well, I warned him that Lady T was after them, so I told him to hide them. I think he put them under his mattress.
Now then, late that night, did you and Mr. Hauptman go with the other guests at Epwell Hall to midnight mass?
Yeah.
Do you always go to mass, Mr. Hampstead?
Oh, yeah, Christmas. 'Cause I mean, it's really nice, you know. It's a little village church, and there's hymns and everything. I mean, you don't have to be heavily into religion. You know.
I see. Yes, Mr. Fry.
How did you get to mass?
Right. Well, Lady Tazina offered us a lift in her car. I mean, like, it was really, really casual, so we just didn't know, you know.
Yes, well, we'll come to that. Now, what happened when you got to the church? Where did the accused sit?
Right, well, she sat a couple of rows back on the end of a row.
And did you notice something during the service?
Right. After leaders, Heavenly Father leaders, I glanced around and she'd gone, and like, I just knew. And so I told Peter, and we got out of the church as quick as possible. But when we got outside, she'd gone back and taken the car, so we had to run back to the hall.
Oh. Now, the distance from the church to Epwell Hall, as I understand it, is a little over 3 miles. So how long do you estimate that it took you to get there?
About 20 minutes.
And did you go straight to your darkroom?
Right.
And what did you find when you got there?
Well, as I approached it, by the panel stairs.
Oh, excuse me, I must interrupt you there. Could he be shown Exhibit 3, please? Now, this is a plan of the top floor of Epwell Hall, and you will see that there are no less than 7 staircases to this top floor, provided in more tolerant times for visiting priests who have said Mass there to escape by, should the hall be surprised. This is very interesting, Your Honour. One of these staircases goes straight through to the rear of the house by a concealed door. Another one goes up into the roof. And each of these panel staircases has a riser, which is 1 inch higher than its predecessor, which has the effect of tripping somebody who is coming up the stairs, but allowing someone to descend in complete safety. None of which is particularly relevant, Your Honour, but I don't see how anybody could fail to be interested by it. Now then, the old chapel is your studio, and next to it is your darkroom, and this is the staircase up which you came, is that right?
Yeah.
So what happened then?
I tripped over the top step.
Really? You didn't say that in your first statement to the police?
No, I'd forgotten.
That's most remarkable, but do keep going.
Yeah, right, well, when I got to the darkroom, I saw her running across the studio, like you say, what was the old chapel. And then I looked into the darkroom and she turned it upside down. I mean, like it was a real shambles. Then I chased her. She went down one of the stairways, and I caught her in the minstrel garret, or at least I saw her there again. And then she ran into the drive and drove off.
Where was Mr. Hauptman at this time?
On his way back from the church. I think he, flaked out.
But you have told us that Mr. Hauptman hid these photographs in his room.
Yeah.
Well, did you go to his room to see if they'd gone?
No, I didn't have time, but I just knew she'd got them. I mean, that was the only reason she could have been there.
I see.
Did you see the accused when she drove off?
Yeah.
What did you do?
I drove after her.
Was she going very fast?
Oh, yeah, wow. There's no way you could catch her. Well, but, the road was a bit windy, and that slowed her down a bit, and I mean, I'm not a bad driver.
Do you mean by that you think you're a good driver?
Yeah, I suppose I do.
So what happened during the chase?
Well, she drove past the church and turned off towards Hartington. And suddenly she killed her headlights, so I couldn't see her anymore. But I carried on driving away. I thought she'd gone. And I passed her. She'd turned into a field. And then I could see the flames. And I ran towards the car, and she climbed out and started screaming at me and waving a riding whip, telling me to get back.
Did you try to get past her to the car?
Oh, yeah.
And did she actually fight with you?
Yeah, she got hold of me. I mean, it was really scary. I mean, with her being a woman and everything.
Why did that make it particularly scary?
Well, I mean, you don't like hurting them, you know. But, she was hurting me, you know. I mean, and I thought, well, I'm going to have to fight back, you know. And when I started fighting back, well...
What happened?
She pushed me into a ditch.
From where you were lying in this ditch, Mr. Hampstead, were you able to see what happened next?
Yeah. She ran back towards the car, and it exploded. I mean, it just split open. And then she ran off.
The car exploded, and she ran off?
Yeah, I wanted to give her a lift home, you know, but, I mean, I couldn't find her.
Thank you, Mr. Hampstead. I have no further questions, Your Honour.
The case of the Queen against Lady Tazina Montagu-Smith continues tomorrow in the Crown Court. Lady Tazina Leonora Edith Montagu-Smith is charged with stealing photographs from Epwell Hall near Fulchester last Christmas. The photographs were taken by society photographer Anthony Hampstead and were revealing shots of a well-known society lady who the judge has directed shall remain anonymous. The case which you are about to see is a fictional one. The procedure, however, is legally accurate. The characters are played by actors, but the jury is selected from members of the public.
Do you ever feel uneasy about this trade you do from Epple Hall, Mr. Hampstead?
No.
You think the few pounds you will gain from this commerce is worth the suffering and tarnished reputations of your victims?
They don't suffer. I don't know what you mean.
Don't you think that Lady X would have suffered if she'd known she was being described as having danced naked in the grounds of Epple Hall?
No, that was like a joke.
Do you think she would have found it funny?
I don't know.
Don't you think she would have been very hurt and publicly damaged?
No, not really.
Isn't it the case that there was some particularly public event which is about to take place in which this lady was engaged?
Yeah.
And weren't you told to get photographs in order to damage her name in the German press?
I don't know what they were for. I was just doing a job.
And like any hired assassin, you didn't concern yourself with the rights and wrongs of the case. Am I right?
Is he allowed to say all this?
Answer the question, please, Mr. Hampstead.
You went to Epple Hall as the guest of Lady Renata Bannerman and used her hospitality to take pornographic photographs of her friends. Do you expect this court to congratulate you?
No, it's not like that. It just happens. I go there because they're friends. It's country, peaceful, and I take some photographs.
Now, you have said that you had seen Lady X at the party the previous evening.
Yeah.
You certain of that?
Yeah.
Can you remember what she was doing?
Oh, you know.
I don't.
Well, she danced with a couple of guys. She had dinner.
Do you remember who her partners were during the dancing?
Let me see.
This will be very helpful since we'll be able to question these people to see if they corroborate your testimony, so do try and help me if you can.
Yeah, sure. Well, there was definitely an oldish guy with white hair.
Probably several. But with your knowledge of known and less well-known society faces, perhaps you can give us the name of this partner, perhaps even his address and telephone number.
Well, it was a long time ago.
Yes, I was afraid that might be the case, and certainly we have had no luck whatever in tracing anybody who saw her there. Until you, of course. Let alone danced with her.
I definitely saw her.
Then it will surprise you to know that Lady X did not arrive until 4 o'clock in the afternoon of the following day.
That's not true.
I will be calling a reliable witness who says that it is, and my client says that it is. Now, you tell my friend that you found the accused rummaging around, uninvited, in your darkroom, did you not?
Yeah.
And this is simply not true, is it?
Yes, it is.
You would agree that the accused did not know of the existence of the photographs at this time, would you not, Mr. Hampstead?
I don't know.
Well, come, Mr. Hampstead, had you told her about them?
No.
So you would agree that she could not have known of their existence?
Yeah.
Then what was she doing in your darkroom? Why had she come there?
I don't know.
In fact, it was because you had asked her to come there to show her the photographs, was it not?
No.
Didn't you, as she will say you did, ask her to come and see these photographs, thinking they were of Lady X, and knowing that Lady X was a friend of hers?
No.
And did you offer to sell her them for £500?
No, I could have. That's what she offered me, and I turned it down.
She pointed out to you, did she not, that Lady X had not arrived at Epple Hall, and that you had, in fact, photographed her maid, Molly McFrey.
No.
And you realized, did you not, that she was right, and then you offered to let her have them for £500.
Now, listen. Peter Hauptman gave me 20,000 for those photos. He'd never give me that kind of money if they'd have been of duds. He's no fool.
We'll be hearing from Mr. Hauptman later on, and the jury will be able to decide for themselves whether or not he is a fool. But I put it to you now, Mr. Hampstead, that at that moment you realized your mistake and that you saw that far from photographing a somebody, you had in fact photographed a servant.
No, then I wouldn't sell them to Peter. I wouldn't sell them to Peter if I knew they were fakes.
Why on earth not?
Well, it'd have been wrong.
Yes, it would have been wrong. And a man of your integrity wouldn't want to do anything wrong, would he?
No.
Let us move on to something that may have interested and puzzled the jury. When you returned from midnight mass, you said that as you approached your darkroom, you heard someone up there.
Yeah?
And that when you arrived, you saw her, that is to say, the accused, running across the studio.
Yeah, there was a light on the landing.
Yeah, this is not disputed. But what surprised me was that you have already told my friend that the photographs were not in the darkroom.
Yeah.
Well, haven't we got rather a curious situation here? I mean, the photographs were taken, were they not, from Mr. Hauptman's room?
Yeah.
And so the intruder must have had them whilst rummaging through your studio.
Yeah.
I mean, surely she couldn't have gone there after you'd surprised her.
No.
Right. Now, I put it to you, Mr. Hampstead, that you never saw Lady Montagu-Smith in or near your darkroom on that night.
Yes, I did. I saw her running across the studio and she was carrying Peter's briefcase. I saw that.
I suggest that you assumed she had the photographs. Now, let us come to this chase, which I suggest was no chase at all. Where were you when you saw Lady Montagu-Smith go out of the door to her car?
In the Minstrel Gallery.
So it would have taken you some time to get down yourself and out to your car.
Yeah.
How long would you say after she drove off did you drive after her?
About a minute.
And what sort of a car were you driving?
A Volkswagen.
Do you remember what sort of car the accused was driving?
A Lamborghini.
And so we have this chase in which it had snowed, a cold Volkswagen chases a fully warmed up Lamborghini with a minute start. Surely you'd have had as much chance of catching her up on a push bike, would you not, Mr. Hampstead?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
During the minute that it took you to get started, if Lady Montagu-Smith had been travelling at, say, 30 miles an hour, she'd have travelled half a mile before you'd even started, quite unaware that she was being chased.
I don't agree.
So she would not have been able to see you through her rear driving mirror. And when you eventually caught up with her, because she stopped, curiously, did you see inside the car, close enough to see what was in it?
No, she was holding me back.
Exactly, saying, keep back, what's her effect?
Yeah, screaming and shouting at me.
It's because the car had caught fire, and she didn't want you to get close, because you would have been hurt if you got close.
Yeah.
The car did explode, did it not?
Yeah.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
No re-examination, Your Honor.
You may go.
I call my next witness, Peter Hauptman. Are you Peter Heinrich Dieter Hauptman of number 2 Park Street, Mayfair, London?
Right.
And are you the managing director of European Press Services and a number of other companies?
Yep.
And is the principal function of your business to obtain news items and photographic material, which is then syndicated through various of your companies throughout Europe?
Well, that will do, I guess.
Is it a fair description of your business, Mr. Hauptmann?
Well, it will do. I don't think you can sum up so easily in such a quick manner all the various undertakings, expertise on the continental, even global scale. You have to be at the right place in the right time to know the right people, know who they are. You know, this is something you can't write on a postage stamp, you understand, but it will do, as I said.
That is the main thing.
You're welcome. So?
Now, as a result of this, do you have business relationships with a number of photographers?
Very friendly relationship, not only business, yeah.
And is one of these photographers known to you as Tony Hampstead?
Tony, yeah?
Did Tony Hampstead telephone you on December the 24th last year?
Yeah.
And what were you doing at the time?
I was just going out of the door to catch the last Christmas flight to Stuttgart.
And as a result of this telephone call, did you change your plans?
Oh, yes, when Tony said that he got some photographs for me.
Your Honor, I don't think the witness is aware of your ruling regarding the putative identity of the subject of these photographs.
I'm obliged to, Mr. Rochland. Mr. Hauptmann, I have ruled that the name of the person you believe was the subject of the photograph Mr. Fry is to speak to you about is not to be mentioned, but is to be referred to simply as X.
Oh, I'm very disappointed. I'm very angry. This is a very famous person. How else would you explain that I can go back to Germany for Christmas?
Perhaps the jury will understand that the fact that you didn't go back to Germany for Christmas explains the importance of the person in the photograph.
Well, what about... I don't care about the jury. What about my wife and the little ones? For 6 Christmas from the trot I have been back at home.
I'm sure they will think the same as the jury.
They'd better.
Now, Mr. Hauptman, when you reached Epwell Hall, did Mr. Hampstead show you these photographs?
Yeah.
And did you recognize the person in the photographs?
Oh, yes, I had no problem about it. It was a very notable person of your society, dancing around only in Wellington shoes with a man who was yet to be identified.
And did you immediately agree to buy these photographs from Mr. Hampstead?
Oh, yes, I had to have them. With the snow and everything, they were beautiful. They were a very lovely Christmas card or calendar, and the syndication rights would have been colossal. This lady was to marry Prince Archibald von Achenheim. It was most unpopular engagement. The whole of Germany would have been up in arms. I told Tony he can name his price, but it was too much. He wanted £50,000. It was cheeky. Well, luckily enough, Tony is a guy who can always need money, ready cash, in pound notes.
And did you have pound notes with you?
I had £1,000 for him, so I gave it to him, and he immediately agreed to let me have the whole lot for £20,000. For Tony it was a gem, for money for me was a bargain.
And what did you do with the photographs?
I hid them.
Where?
In the room Tony arranged for me.
Whereabouts in the room?
On top of the wardrobe.
On top of the wardrobe?
Yeah.
But Hampstead said that you hid them under the mattress.
That's what I told him.
I see.
What's the point of hiding something where somebody knows where it is?
Quite.
Secrecy must be total in this world, or not at all.
But why did you feel that you had to hide these photographs at all?
I hide everything.
But had Hampstead given you a warning?
Oh, yes, he told me that.
Oh, please, don't tell me what he said. I merely want to establish that he did warn you.
Yeah.
Good. Now, late that night, what did you do?
I went to the mass in the middle of the night.
How did you get there?
In the automobile of the accused, Lady Tesina Montagu-Smith.
Did she offer you a lift?
Oh, yes, she went out of her way to do it.
But you were acquainted with her?
No, we never met before. She seeks me out.
What happened when you were at the church?
Well, after the singing, Tony turned around to me and said that, look, she's gone. I don't know what the beast has got in his bonnet, but for consequence, I follow him. But I fall behind his running.
He was running?
Oh, like the bat out of the hell.
And did you have trouble keeping up?
Yes, I'm a bit out of training.
So, what happened?
Well, I got a little bit lost.
And when did you next see Hampstead and Lady Montagu-Smith?
I was wondering where I exactly was when suddenly a car comes out of the black, going like the clappers, really going ever so fast. It nearly hits me. I fall in the side of the road into some brambles and nettles and just finding my feet when there comes another car, which I know it's Tony. What a chase is going on, I say to myself.
I see. You thought there was a chase?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Thank you. I've no further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Hauptman, help me if you can. Don't you trust Mr. Hampstead?
Like my own son.
But you felt it necessary to lie to him about the hiding place of the photographs.
But they were too precious for anything.
Even your own son?
I didn't want to suspect Tony in case they were stolen.
But you do, generally speaking, trust Mr. Hampstead.
Yeah.
Aren't you afraid that he might try to cheat you?
Oh, Tony is as honest as the day's dull.
Don't you check up on the photographs he sells you?
I trust him.
For how many years have you been dealing with Mr. Hampstead?
Ever since he was a boy, 10, 12 years.
Would you agree that Mr. Hampstead is a very clever photographer?
Tony is an artist.
Quite. And would you agree that a clever artist might make something look like it ain't?
Listen, I've seen more photographs of this lady than you had acquittals. It is her face. You can believe it.
I would like you to look at this photograph and give me your opinion as to the identity of the subject. Tell me if you recognize the person. Please don't say the name. Simply say whether you recognize the person in these photographs, yes or no.
Yes, sure I do.
And is the person in that photograph there the same person as the person in those photographs that Mr. Hampstead showed you that day at Apple Hall?
Yeah.
You're not quite sure? You're not absolutely certain?
I'm sure, yes.
This is a photograph of Miss Molly McFray, a servant at Apple Hall, and she will be appearing later as a witness so that everyone will be able to see that that likeness is a faithful one.
I'm obliged to my friend for his reassurance. Nevertheless, and with the greatest respect, I deplore this trick. If this is indeed the maid of whom he speaks, and I'm in no position to dispute it, what then? She bears a certain resemblance to Lady X, and a little bit of skillful makeup and a changed arrangement of the hairdo can create a superficial similarity, but I submit that this is merely introducing unnecessary confusion, Your Honor.
I'm sorry that my learned friend should think me guilty of trickery, because it's my intention to present photographs in these. Here are 2 copies of Allgemeine Achtung, one of your publications, I believe. And there, ringed in royal blue ink, are 2 photographs of Lady X.
Have you not some copies of these, Mr. Rochland?
Unfortunately not, Your Honor. These are different numbers of the same magazine.
I hope we aren't going to have to go through them all.
No, a couple will suffice, Your Honor, though there are others.
Well, very well, carry on.
A good photograph, I think you will agree. The face clear. Sharp, I think, was the expression my friend used. The focus, not the features. Give them back to the usher when you've seen them. And like the first photograph, but clearly not the same person.
Well, it's hard to say they're very much alike.
My German is somewhat rusty, but if I understand the caption, Lady Lan X is on the arm of the Duke of Birmingham.
Yes, Your Honor, it puzzled me, I must confess.
Is there a Duchy of Birmingham, Mr. Hauptman?
There certainly is.
Has the Queen created a new duchy?
I certainly haven't heard if she has, Your Honor.
Let the jury see them.
I would like these items, the photograph of Miss McFrey and the two magazines, to be listed as exhibits, Your Honor. They are clearly relevant to the identity of the subject of the missing photographs and of paramount importance in the question of motive.
I agree. They will be entered. The photograph will be Exhibit 4 and the periodicals Exhibit 5.
I am obliged, Your Honor. And so, what do you say, Mr. Hauptman? These are clearly two different photographs, are they not?
You can't tell, you can't tell. They're very much alike.
The accused, who after all knows them both well, will say they are not. Isn't it a fact, Mr. Hauptman, that you've been duped by Mr. Hampstead into spending £20,000 on worthless goods?
You must be crazy mad to say such a thing. It's impossible, no.
No further questions, Your Honor.
This is all wrong.
I've no re-examination, Your Honor.
You may go, Mr. Hauptman.
I have been building a worldwide press service to be tricked by a tuppenny halfpenny photographer from Belham.
Clapham, please go and sit down.
That is the case with the prosecution, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Fry. Yes, Mr. Rochland, I think we have time if you would like to open your case. Or would you prefer that we adjourn?
I am happy to open if that is convenient, Your Honor, and my learned friend.
I'm happy for my friend to start straight away.
Do go on.
Members of the jury, there is a fundamental flaw in the prosecution's case, and it is this. These photographs about which you've heard so much were not of an old and dear friend of the accused, but of a maid at Epwell Hall, with whom the accused had no special relationship, and therefore no motive for stealing the photographs, still less for going to the lengths described to destroy them. Thus, the chase about which we've heard was no chase at all, but an errand of charity which ended in the most unfortunate fire, and might have had even worse results had it not been for the prompt action of the accused. Are you Lady Tazina Leonora Montagu-Smith?
I am.
And do you reside at Epwell Hall, Epwell, near Fulchester?
I do.
And are you the niece of Lady Renata Bannerman, the owner of Epwell Hall?
I am.
And does Lady Renata Bannerman keep open house at Epwell Hall?
Deplorably open, yes.
Was last Christmas such a time of open house with great toing and froing all the time, never sure of who and how many at any one time?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Very well. Now, on the afternoon of December the 24th, that is Christmas Eve, did Mr. Anthony Hampstead, whom we have heard give evidence, ask you to come and look at something?
Yes, he did.
Could you tell the court about that, please?
Yes, certainly. Well, I was in the library waiting for Molly to bring my tea, and Hampstead came in and said he wanted me to come and look at some photograph he'd taken. I told him to let me have my tea in peace, and then I'd come.
And when you were ready, did you go and see them?
Oh, indeed. I went to this confounded little darkroom he's had the impertinence to make out of the old sacristy, and he showed me these wretched photographs. Well, I don't know why we're talking about photographs. There was only one.
Quite so. And where was this photograph?
Where?
Wasn't it in a tray of water?
Oh, yes, water, I think he said.
Yes. Doesn't that make it rather difficult to see?
Yes, at first it did.
When you first looked at the photograph, of whom did you think it was?
At the very first?
Yes.
Well, I thought it was Lady...
Please, don't say the name.
I thought it was Lady X.
You've written her name on a piece of paper. Would you hand it to the jury, please? And so you would concede that it did have that initial impact, that you thought it was Lady X.
Oh, yes.
What did you do then?
Well, I looked at it. I could see there was something wrong. Not just the appearance, though that wasn't quite right. But, well, then I said, wait a minute, she isn't here. She hasn't arrived. I'd be told the moment she did arrive. But she didn't arrive, not until just after I'd had this conversation with Mr. Hampstead.
And how did Mr. Hampstead react to this?
Oh, he was very angry. He stamped his little foot.
And did you then look at the photograph more carefully?
Oh, yes. You see, I wanted to see who on earth it was. The similarity was quite striking, you know. But then I realized. And I said, well, you silly boy, it's Molly. She did go to health and beauty classes when they had that brief renaissance, poor girl. But it wasn't until that moment I realized there is a striking resemblance between Molly and Clarissa. Oh, sorry, X.
And so what did you do then?
Nothing.
Did you offer to buy the photographs from him?
Good Lord, no, what for?
Did you want to protect Molly?
What from?
Precisely.
Besides, it all looked rather fun to me.
And at the end of the interview, were you aware that Mr. Hampstead intended to sell these photographs elsewhere?
Oh, I wouldn't have thought there was a market for them.
Now, that evening we have heard that you went to midnight mass, is that correct?
Yes.
And did you give Mr. Hampstead and her friend, who we know is Mr. Hauptman, a lift?
Yes.
Was this, as it has been suggested by the prosecution, to prevent Mr. Hampstead from going in his own car?
No, simply common courtesy.
And did you, as we have heard, leave the service before the end?
Yes.
Why was that?
Well, during the tedium, I remembered that I'd forgotten to bring the presents for the estate children with me. Normally, we distribute these amongst our tenants at the end of the midnight service so that the children can have them in the morning. It's an old custom at Epworth.
Excuse me for a moment. Just a minute. Yes. Your Honor, I've just been given information of the utmost importance. I've received word that the person who is claimed by the prosecution is the subject of these photographs has been located and has offered to testify. Clearly, there's no longer to conceal the identity of the person, who is, of course, Lady Lansdowne of Breedon. This will have far-reaching ramifications for both sides, so I would request, Your Honor, if we can adjourn a little so that I can take further instruction.
Certainly, Mr. Rosalind. That is a perfectly reasonable request.
The case of the Queen against Lady Tesina Montagu-Smith will be concluded tomorrow when the jury reaches its verdict. Lady Tesina Leonora Edith Montagu-Smith is charged with stealing photographs, the property of Peter Hauptman's European Press Service. The photographs were taken by photographer Anthony Hampstead and were revealing shots of a well-known society lady cavorting naked on a lawn with an unknown man. The lady's identity has just been revealed in court as Lady Clarissa Lansdowne of Breedon, who has offered to testify today. Meanwhile, the accused, Lady Tesina Montagu-Smith, is still in the witness box. The case which you are about to see is a fictional one. The procedure, however, is legally accurate. The characters are played by actors, but the jury is selected from members of the public.
Lady Montagu-Smith, you told my friend that your aunt, Lady Renata Bannerman, kept deplorably open house.
That's right.
Did you also once say to her that she was host to more parasites than all the elms in England?
I might have done.
So that would have been an accurate description of your feelings, even if not the actual words you used, would it?
Yes.
And was Mr. Anthony Hampstead, in your opinion, one of these parasites?
Yes.
Did you, in fact, have a thorough detestation for this trade he plied in candid photographs of your aunt's guests?
Yes.
That is quite understandable. Now, I want to ask you about a conversation you had with Mr. Hampstead when you were both in his darkroom. Oh, but first, there's one little point I'd like to clear up. Now, you have said that when you first saw this photograph, you thought it was of a friend, this particular friend of distinction, whom we have called Lady X hitherto, but who we are now allowed to call Lady Clarissa Lansdowne.
Yes?
But on closer inspection, you came to the conclusion that it was of the maid.
Yes.
So you agree that they're very alike, do you?
Well, they're very alike, but there is a difference, an unmistakable difference.
And since there is this similarity, it follows, doesn't it, that if you or anybody else wants to say that this is not of Lady Lansdowne, you have only to say, no, it is of this maid.
Oh, yes, that's possible.
It's a small point, but better, I think, for being cleared up. Now, you told my friend that the activity in the photograph looked a lot of fun.
Yes.
But that's not the point, is it, Lady Montagu-Smith?
Well, what is the point?
Well, the point is what you knew Mr. Hampstead was going to do with that photograph.
I didn't think anyone would be prepared to buy it, if that's what you mean.
And that's exactly what I mean. A photograph of Lady Lansdowne, or somebody remarkably like her, dancing naked with a man, and a forthcoming marriage to a member of the German aristocracy, causing such bruit all over the continent. Are you asking the jury to believe that you did not believe that Mr. Hampstead's European contacts would not be interested in buying that photograph?
Well, not a fake, no.
I put it to you that, true or false, you knew perfectly well that that photograph was destined for the scandal sheets of Europe for certain.
I knew nothing of the kind.
Now, you've made no secret of your feelings for Mr. Hampstead and this trail of his in photographs. In fact, you felt that it was an impertinence that he should have made this darkroom, did you not?
Indeed it was.
Then, doesn't it make you very angry, leaving aside the matter of identity, didn't it make you very angry when you went into this darkroom that he'd had the impertinence to make, and there, spread out in front of you, were all these photographs that so offended you, the reputations of all these people defiled, to line the pockets of this interloper? Didn't it make your blood boil?
Well, it wasn't quite as extreme as that.
Didn't it make you want to destroy those photographs, whoever they were of?
No, I wouldn't have gone to any lengths to do
I put it to you that would have gone to endless lengths to destroy those photographs.
It wasn't as serious as that.
Were you not, in fact, so understandably incensed that you shouted at Mr. Hampstead and threatened to destroy those photographs?
No. If I had been going to steal them, the last thing I'd have done would be to threaten and alert him. You don't blow your horn when you're stalking deer.
Now, Lady Montagu-Smith, this midnight postal service that you undertook on the 24th and 25th of December last year, there's no mention of this in your police statement, is there? Now, why is that?
Well, I was very shocked and confused at the time. It didn't seem a particularly important part of the story, and so I simply left it out.
You told the police on that occasion that you went back to the hall after midnight mass. Is that correct?
No, something like that.
Oh, no, precisely that. We have a copy of the statement.
Yes, well, I accept that. I mean, what I'm trying to get at is that at this time, this affair hadn't assumed such proportions, and I could have been rather slipshod in my earlier statements.
You dismiss this as a minor aberration, Lady Montagu-Smith, but it is, in fact, a major departure from the fact. You told the police that after returning to the hall, you felt like a drive.
Yes, well, there was an element of that about it. I did feel like a drive. I enjoy driving. And then I thought about these presents, and I thought I must deliver them at the same time.
Do you mean that delivering these presents was something of an afterthought?
Well, yes, in a way.
But this afterthought caused you to leave the church early?
Yes, it did play on my mind, rather.
Well, you understand my confusion, Lady Montagu-Smith. At one time, this is an afterthought. In the police statement, you were back at the hall, decided to go for a drive, and as an afterthought, decide to take these presents to these children. But now, in this court, it is a constructive forethought that initiates the whole process of going to the hall, collecting these presents, and taking this midnight drive.
Yes, well, it was a combination of them both.
I suggest to you that it's no such thing, Lady Montagu-Smith. I suggest that the reason there was no mention of this in the police statement is that you did not realize that you've been observed leaving the church, and you had therefore not yet had time to fabricate this detail of your story.
It wouldn't be possible to leave Epwell Church unobserved.
Now, I'm very interested in this fire that occurred in your car. I'd like to ask you about that.
Very well.
Now, you told my friend that it started somewhere among these presents that you were taking to the estate children.
Yes.
Now, you told my friend that you think you must have dropped a lighted cigarette amongst them.
Yes.
Did you toss it over your shoulder as you were driving?
No, I think I dropped it when I put the presents into the back seat of the car.
When did you light this cigarette? Do you remember?
Oh, I couldn't possibly remember.
No, of course not. Were these presents for the estate children highly inflammable?
Not especially, no.
Not the sort of thing that was likely to go up in a trice at any moment?
No.
You see, Lady Montagu-Smith, you've given my friend this admirably graphic description of yourself driving along, when suddenly, on the back seat of this car, there is a raging, uncontrollable inferno.
Well, no, it wasn't quite like that. I mean, I was concentrating on the road, and I simply didn't notice until it was too late.
I'm concentrating on talking to you, but do you suppose that if my junior's papers were to ignite suddenly, I wouldn't even notice?
Well, somebody would be bound to notice.
Is it too much to hope that I get in a few swipes with the daily paper before we had to evacuate the courtroom?
Your Honour, I must object. This is all far too hypothetical to be of any assistance.
I agree. Do let's stick to the matter in hand, Mr. Fry.
With pleasure, Your Honour. Lady Montagu-Smith, in this very fast car of yours, how long do you think it took you to cover the 3 or 4 miles you travelled before you noticed this fire?
Oh, I don't know, about 5 or 6 minutes.
5 or 6 minutes. It does seem an extraordinarily short time, doesn't it, for such a fire to take hold? Starting from a smouldering cigarette end.
Well, the paper caught fire.
I suppose you hadn't accidentally dropped some inflammable liquid over these presents. You know, as one does over the Christmas pudding.
No.
But wasn't there a great deal of smoke? Didn't the atmosphere become terribly dense and stifling?
I was concentrating on the road.
So you say, Lady Montagu-Smith. But I must say I find it very hard to believe that anybody could drive along in their car with a bonfire on the back seat and not notice. I suggest to you, Lady Montagu-Smith, that this fire was no accident, but that you started it deliberately, and that it was fuelled, not by the Christmas presents, but by the contents of Mr. Hauptman's briefcase.
No, it was not.
Were you at any time anxious to extinguish this fire? This is something that seems to be missing.
Well, yes, I've said. I struck at it with my riding crop.
Oh, yes, in the same way as you struck at Mr. Hampstead when he came towards you.
No. I waved at Mr. Hampstead in warning. The whole thing's very dim in my mind.
You also fought with him and pushed him into the ditch, didn't you?
No, that's been very exaggerated. We merely collided in the dark.
Why did you not ask his help in extinguishing this blaze? Why didn't you ask if he had an extinguisher in his car?
Well, who's got an extinguisher in their car?
I do.
So do I. Don't all sensible people have some fire-fighting device always on hand when driving?
It would seem not, Your Honour. I put it to you, Lady Montagu-Smith, that the reason that you did not ask for help in extinguishing this blaze is that you wanted all the evidence destroyed, and you were afraid that if Hampstead got near to your blazing vehicle, he might be in time to save something.
I feared that if Hampstead got near to my blazing vehicle, he'd be burnt, which indeed he would have been.
I have no further questions.
No re-examination, Your Honour.
Thank you very much.
Are you Molly McFrey of Epwell Hall, Epwell, where you're employed in domestic service?
I am.
Have you been so employed for some years?
All my life, yes.
Are you employed there by Lady Renata Bannerman?
Yes.
Is it therefore the case that you are not employed by Lady Montagu-Smith?
Your Honour?
I quite agree. Please rephrase the question in a proper way, Mr. Rochely.
Very well, Your Honour. Does the fact that you are employed by Lady Renata Bannerman mean that you are not employed by Lady Montagu-Smith?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Do ask the question in a normal way, Mr. Rochland.
Are you employed by Lady Montagu-Smith?
Yes.
So you are the servant of 2 mistresses?
What do you want me to say?
The truth, Miss McFrey. The truth. Cast your mind back, Miss McFrey, to Christmas Eve of last year.
Yes.
Day before Christmas.
Yes.
Where were you early in the morning?
Down by the lake.
The lake at Epwell Hall, somewhere in front of the house.
Yes.
What were you wearing?
A dressing gown.
Anything else?
Wellington boots.
And did you at any time take any of this clothing off?
The dressing gown. I kept the boots on.
What did you do?
Danced.
Was this just for your own amusement, unaware that you were being observed?
Yes.
Wasn't it very cold?
No.
Very well. Now, that afternoon, did somebody arrive who you had to take to their room?
Lady Lansdowne arrived, yes.
And at what time was this?
Oh, I'd just taken my lady's tea to her in the library, so it would have been about 4:30.
Does this mean that Lady Lansdowne was not at the hall that morning or the previous day?
No, she wasn't.
And so she wasn't at the party the previous evening?
No.
I have no further questions, Your Honour.
Miss McFrey? Molly? Are you very devoted to Lady Montagu-Smith?
Yes, sir.
When she comes to Epwell Hall, do you act as her personal maid?
Yes, sir.
Now, we've heard that there was a party that went on into the small hours on the night before Christmas Eve.
Yes, sir.
Do a lot of people tend to come to these events?
Oh, yes, it's a big crowd.
Would it therefore be possible for you not to recognize one or two of the guests?
I suppose so.
Now, I'd be interested to know, do such events make a lot of extra work for you?
Yes, sir.
And do they make it necessary for you to stay up late?
Yes, sir.
And on such occasions, I suppose you tend to be very tired the next day.
Oh, well, I don't complain.
Must be very hard for you.
Yes, sir.
Now, I wonder if you'd be kind enough to tell the court what your duties might have been the following morning.
Well, I get up about 5:30 to serve tea to the guests that were going shooting before breakfast.
Would Lady Montagu-Smith have been one of these?
Oh, yes. Now, after organising the tea, I'd go and help my lady get ready. Then I'd get tea for the other guests, and then I'd get the breakfast started. Back to Lady Renata's room to get her up, then back to give the late risers her breakfast before the shooting party returned. Back to Lady Renata's room with her egg and soldiers. Then back to get the latecomers out of the bed into the dining room before the shooting party got back. Then when everything was going well, I'd get the bed started with Jenny.
Very well, thank you. And at some point in this crowded schedule, you had the urge to go and pirouette naked in the snow by the lake. When would that have been?
Instead of helping Jenny with the beds, I told her to start and I went down to the lake.
Did you tell her where you were off to?
No, sir.
You mean you just dropped your side of the sheet and walked out?
No, I told her to start. I said I'd join her. I said I had something urgent to do for my lady.
I put it to you, Miss McFrey, that you did no such thing.
I did.
I put it to you that you are far too correct a person to do anything so absurd as has been described.
I did.
I put it to you that you are a very loyal and devoted servant to Lady Montagu-Smith, and that everything that you've said about your involvement with this photograph has been a pack of lies designed to protect her.
No, sir, you're wrong. It was me.
I have no further questions, Your Honour.
I have no re-examination, Your Honour.
You may go and sit down.
Before calling Lady Lansdowne, I would like to put some further questions to Mr. Hampstead. Just another photograph, if my friend has no objection.
I've no objection, Your Honour. My friend has mentioned this to me.
Very well.
Mr. Hampstead, I'm sorry to trouble you. This won't take long.
That's all right, really.
You do realise you're still under oath?
Great. I didn't, but that's fine.
You have photographed Lady Lansdowne on many occasions during the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Research done by my instructing solicitors say that these photographs were always taken for German magazines. Is that correct?
Yeah, I suppose it is.
Is there any particular reason why you have never photographed Lady Lansdowne for the British press?
Not really, no.
Now, here's one of the photographs, the clearer photographs, we've managed to unearth from the German magazine Hochquatsch. Is that one of yours? A good photograph, full face, the focus sharp and aristocratic, unmarked face. And was that the face that looked up at you and the accused from the photograph when she came into your darkroom on the day in question?
Yeah.
Could this be listed as Exhibit 6? I have no further questions, Your Honour.
Very well. Thank you.
I call Lady Clarissa Lansdowne.
I swear by Almighty God that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Are you Lady Clarissa Amanda Naomi Lansdowne of the Gatehouse, Elmley Castle, near Evesham, Worcestershire?
I am.
And are you a friend of Lady Tazina Montagu-Smith, the accused in this case?
Yes, I am.
Is she an old and close friend?
Yes,
Is that why you have agreed to testify here today, an act that can only give you pain?
it is.
Were you a guest of Lady Bannerman and Lady Smith last Christmas at Eppel Hall?
Yes.
When did you arrive at the hall?
After tea on Christmas Eve, about 4:30 in the afternoon.
Would it surprise you to hear that it has been claimed in this court that you were at Eppel Hall the previous evening?
It would.
Would it be inaccurate?
Yes.
When did you see Lady Montagu-Smith for the first time?
One of the servants took me to my room. I was very tired. I didn't see Lady Montagu-Smith until the early evening.
Did you, between your arrival at the hall and when you spoke to Lady Montagu-Smith for the first time, did you do anything? Did you go for a walk down by the lake or anything?
No.
I would like the witness, Mary McFrey, to stand up where she is, please, where the jury can see her. Can you all see Miss McFrey? I would be grateful if you would lift the veil from your face. For how long have you been so scarred?
10 years, to the day.
And has this sad disfigurement caused you to withdraw from public life during the last decade?
It has.
Has any picture of you appeared in the press during that time?
None that I'm aware of.
Have you been photographed since that day?
No.
I would like you to look at Exhibit 5 and 6.
This is not me.
And the other?
No.
These are the work of Mr. Hampstead, and all in papers linked with the witness Hauptman. That has been agreed.
Lady Lansdowne with the Earl of Fulchester and Prince John of Cumbria, June 1974. August 1972. But Mr. Rochland, these go back years. Do you mean these are none of them you?
None of these are me. This is certain. And how could they be?
Quite so.
What is this?
But who is this? I must know.
It's me, all me. He made me do it.
Tony, where you going?
South America.
You make the
This is disgraceful. I shall return when the court comes out.
He blackmailed me. He said I'd go to jail if I didn't.
Really, Catherine, you mustn't take the law into your own hands in a courtroom. It's like taking your own sandwiches into a cafe and eating them. The gentlemen don't like it.
What is your name?
My name is Molly, ma'am.
I can tell you are a Scot, but what part of Scotland are you from?
I was brought up near Loch Erich.
Who were your parents?
I only knew my mother. I never had a father.
Did your mother ever speak to you of Castle Rannoch?
Oh, yes. We weren't even allowed to talk about it or even go near it.
Lady Lansdowne.
Sir, I had a sister who at 2 years old was drowned in Loch Erich. She was my twin. But her body was never found, and my mother, even today, has a feeling that the child will one day be found, that she's still alive.
This is surely a comfort.
Yes.
No more.
Yes, of course. So it seems. But
Were you brought up by Loch Erich?
Till I was about 15 years old, yes, sir.
on my shoulder, by my neck, I have a faint crescent-shaped mark. It said that my sister has the same mark. Do you have such a mark?
I have.
Is it true? Let me see.
She is so marked.
Then I must call you sister. In fact, I must call you Lady Lansdowne, since you are 10 minutes older than me.
So it is so, yeah? Molly, the maid is the real McCoy. It was Lady Landslide after all. You clever, clever, clever boy.
Oh, Peter. You know, I can't help being putting in mind of the Tichborne case of 1860. I must say I treat this metamorphosis of the McCrae with the deepest caution.
But the accused, Lady Montagu-Smith, clearly knew of this scar on her friend's face. She must have known the photographs weren't of her. Van Gogh's your motive. The whole case collapses, surely.
Yes, but the chase, the explosion, the fire, surreptitiously leaving the church, something was going on. And who did steal the photographs?
I must say something.
Yes?
It was I who stole the photographs. I overheard the row between Lady Montagu-Smith and Mr. Hampstead. I heard Mr. Hampstead say that the photos were stopped the then Lady Lansdowne marriage to a German prince, so after everyone had gone to midnight mass or those too drunk to go had passed safely out, I went to Mr. Hauptman's bedroom where I knew the photos were, and I took them.
You mean the photographs were never destroyed?
They were not. I have them still.
Oh, that's too charming of you. I suppose you'd have come to visit me in Holloway.
I assure you, Lady Montagu-Smith, it would never have come to that.
Okay, they are mine. Where are they?
Take your hands off me. You're not going to have
Arrest her. She's a thief. They're mine. Arrest
Oh, no,
her.
Mr. Hauptman. If you don't behave, I will have you arrested.
Me?
Yes, you.
So, Lady Montagu-Smith, it appears that we have a situation in which you clearly knew this photograph was not of your friend. Can you help me?
Well, indeed, I did everything that's been described here, except what I've been charged with. I went to steal the photograph because I wanted to protect Clarissa. The similarity was really much too close, but it was gone. Molly must have had it already. Then when I heard Hampstead coming, I grabbed a whole armful of stuff, hoping the photographs would be amongst them, and I ran to my car and I burnt this bundle of nothing to the destruction of my car, and the rest you know.
I see. Would you be kind enough to ask His Honour to return? Well, it really is too extraordinary. I can't think of any precedents.
Events have certainly taken an eventful turn. I think the ball's in your court.
Yes. You staying at the Stag?
No, Epwell Hall.
Not this Epwell Hall.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
So, Your Honour, she simply snatched up a bundle of this material from his darkroom, not knowing what it contained, hoping that the photographs would be somewhere among them, and it was this material she burned. And in the light of Miss Frey's confession, I think I have no choice but to withdraw the prosecution's case.
Yes, that certainly seems the appropriate course.
Indeed, Your Honour, I have no alternative.
Very well. Members of the jury, in light of information that has emerged, the Crown has decided to withdraw the case against Lady Montagu-Smith. Now, it is necessary for you to return a verdict. That is your function. And I must ask you to give your assent to a verdict of not guilty. Very well. Thank you for being so patient. Release the prisoner. You are free to go.
All stand.